Hi guys, Lady Random here and welcome back to Sky Factory 2. Yeah, we got up here nice and safely just because we got our crazy armour. But let us don the helmet so we can actually get off of here safely and go and do what we have planned today. Now, let's just take this off while we're here. Right, so things that we are wanting to do. Now, I've kind of been thinking that, to be honest with you, now I have the Zavisio armour, it almost feels like you've beaten the game to a greater or lesser degree. You know, you're not completely invincible, but you've got a massive drop to your chance of damage. So it does feel a little bit like I've beaten it. So I'm sort of really wondering what to do with the series now. You know, there's loads of stuff that we could explore, but then again, you know, these mods, we could maybe look at another mod pack and maybe get more into those mods. So I was kind of thinking what I'd quite like to do is just to see if we can try and finish all of the achievements in the achievement book and then make the rest of the series a little bit more about our achievements. So with that in mind, I was actually looking at doing 2 achievements today. So that is the recharge something with a charge pad and heal yourself with a health pad. Basically because the main part of both of these are actually pretty much the same. So that is the plan I have. So if we pop up to the main room up here, I've actually started getting some of the bits ready just because there was a fair amount of kind of grinding, literally, that had to be done with this. So let's just have a quick look before we start going into that, and we'll have a quick look at the recipes. So both of these, so it's the redstone charge pad is the one that we're looking to make, and for that that will need power as well as the redstone health pad as well. So again, that needs power. They're pretty much identical. So the basic machines are built around a reinforced machine frame. And they both need redstone flux capacitors. In order to get those, they're pretty much the top tier of those, really. But you need then a hardened flux capacitor and redstone, electrum and diamonds to make those. To make the hardened flux capacitor, you need to make the leadstone flux capacitor. Put my teeth in, a flux capacitor. So with your leadstone one, to make your hardened, that is invar ingots and redstone. And to get your basic leadstone flux capacitor, that is lead ingots, copper, redstone and sulphur. So obviously a fair bit of grinding was needed to get that, obviously making a bit of extra invar and stuff like that as well. I did actually, because I was trying to keep as much of what's going through the pulverizer going as possible, I actually did get the old quartz grindstone out again, so I have actually been doing some of the grinding by hand as well. So yeah, that was kind of tedious, but it's done. Okay, so where were we? So back to the pads. For your health pad, is that a health pad or is that the charge pad even? You also need redstone conductance coils. Both need more electrum and both need eye vendor, and they both need the reinforced machine frame. Now to make that, you've got the hardened machine frame, which is surrounded by either hardened glass, aluminum glass, fused quartz. I've gone for fused quartz with that. Your hardened machine frame and a signalum gear, and that gives you your reinforced. To make your hardened machine frame, you need your basic machine frame, invar and an electrum gear. And your basic machine frame is a tin gear, iron and pretty much whatever glass you need. So, first thing I need to do is to make the hardened machine frames. I've already made the basic machine frames. I've now put invar and electrum gears around that, so that will give me my 2 hardened machine frames. Moving on from there, this is where we actually need to be making the signalum, and in order to make the signalum, you need to make ingots of signalum. So your signalum blend is basically pulverized copper. I think you can use copper or copper powder as well, but you can't use powdered copper ore. And the same with silver, either pulverized silver or silver powder, but not silver powder or silver ore powder. And destabilize, I can't speak today, destabilize redstone buckets. So with that, that's pretty straightforward to make. Just change the setup here. I took away the tanks with the resin ender in, and just in the magma crucible I just replaced that with redstone dust, and that comes out as destabilized redstone. And just collect that by buckets and use that to make your signalum. So with that, just grab 4 more of those, and we'll just whiz them down quickly to the alloy furnace. Just whack those through just to get our signalum ingots. That should hopefully give us enough. There we go, that's another 4. Okay, so the signalum ingots need to go round iron ingots, so let's do another 4 of those. That then gives us our 2 signalum gears that we need. And then we go for the fused quartz, which is what I've gone for here. So pop your hardened machine frames there, 2 signalum gears there. That then gives you your reinforced frames. And finally, we're getting there. We needed for the charging pad, we needed the redstone conductance coil. So again, pretty simple to make. That's just redstone and electrum ingot. We need 2 of those. Let's grab those there. So we can then make our charging pad. So we've got electrum, redstone flux capacitor, redstone conductance coils, electrum, which I think I've already said, and our eye of ender, and then we just stick our reinforced machine frame in there, and that gives us our redstone charge pad. And for the health pad, again, pretty much a very similar recipe. You've got your electrum, your eye of ender, your redstone flux capacitor, obviously your reinforced machine frame, but for the health thing, that's where you have a couple of golden apples, and the bonus of that, they came out of the chests. So that is those, and they are made. Now what we should, I think, be able to do with this, I don't know, we'll find out, because we've got the wireless charger there. Now it's running on very low power, so we might be better off actually wiring these in upstairs. Have we got the power outlets to be able to do it, I wonder? I think probably what we can do, now we need to actually be able to stand on them, don't we? I wonder whether we can pull them off from here. Put one there, one there. Do we actually need to be on them? Do they need to be placed face up? I think they might need to be placed face up actually. Let's just take those back for a sec. 1, 2. See if we put them that way. And that way. And let's have a quick look and see if we have any energy conduit. We've got 5. Is that going to be enough? She says. Wonder where we can run it from. If we run it going into each other there. Not quite enough. Okay, let us. I think we've got some conduit binder. Conductive iron. We need 3 of those, I believe, and we don't want our jetpack. We don't need our jetpack anymore. Where's it keeps going? Conduit binder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of that. Let's just whip over to the table. Doink, doink. There we go, 8 more energy conduits. And let's see if we can't get that to join up. I'm thinking put it off that side there. Okay. So power, insert, active without signal. Insert, active without signal. So they should now, in theory... Ooh, yeah, there we go. That's the power going up there. We suddenly get power there. So God, they actually hold quite a lot, don't they? Is it 2 million? 2 million RF? So that now means that we have our health pads and we have our charging pads. So we've now built them. The thing now is that we need to charge something, and I wonder, have I got anything? How is my jetpack? See, that's got 25,000 RF on it. Why don't we just whip this off for a second? Try and do this because I think the charging pad's going to charge this up. But I need to run this out without the wireless charging pad charging it. So let's go for a little fly around. See if we can't run this thing out a little bit. So we drop ourselves into the void. There's the site of our mass destruction. We've still got a crap ton of chickens around here, haven't we? How are we doing, chickens? Collecting eggs as we go. Does actually hold quite a lot of charge, this. Okay, how are we doing with that? 24,950. Okay. Let us go up. Fly around a little bit more. I don't think we've got anything wireless up here, have we? So can't go any higher anyway here. Okay. So what we can now do is take that off. Right click on here. Pop that in there. There we go. And that's recharged it. So we have now actually recharged something with our health pad, which is very cool. So yeah. All good there. Bit cheaty. Well, not cheaty at all actually. Now what we need to do now is we need to actually go and damage ourselves. So I think why don't we take off our armour for the moment. Oh, let's go and damage ourselves. We're down one haunch anyway, so it does mean that we're not going to naturally re-heal. There we go. Nice bit of damage taken there. Dink. And if we jump up on here. Why for you no glow? Are you healing me? Ooh, maybe it's not got enough power just yet. Starting to get power. Now I thought this should heal you if you stood on it. Do we need to turn it on? That's still going up, isn't it? Let me go check this out and figure out what we need to do to get this working, and I'll be right back. So, see you in a sec. And we're back. Right, okay. Let's just jump off this for a second. Now, what I have discovered is these are fine. The orientation side of it is absolutely fine. However, it does need about 192,600 RF to heal you, or to do one heal, I think. So it's showing as both showing as inactive, but we know that that was working. But that is, yeah, that's doing okay. That's 2 million that it actually holds. How are we doing with this one? Right, so in theory, this activate. There we go. Yeah, we can see we've now got particles happening. So that does half a heart for 192,000. So that is going to need to fully charge up. However, we have done some sort of healing. So, do we call that? Or do we let ourselves heal up properly? I think, to be honest with you, let's call it at that. Because, yeah, we've done some healing. It's going to take a little while. But, yeah, so once that's actually fully charged up, then that will give us an opportunity to probably fully heal twice, just off of one full charging, which is good. So we'll go and check this off in our book. So we charge something with a charge pad. Heal yourself with a health pad. Boom. Done. There we go. So yeah, may need to think about trying to get a little bit more power more quickly into those, because at the moment, yeah, that's got like 29,000, so that's going to take a little while to charge up. Now, what I also did find out with these is that it doesn't actually really matter which way you orientate them. You can pretty much orientate them which way you like, and they actually start working when you're within 2 blocks of them, so it's probably better to be stood on top of it, but it's not essential, and that does then mean that yeah, if we're kind of close by, that we will heal up. But I think what we'll do is we'll just rely on good old food just to kind of do that this time. But there we go. So we are now, that's another 2 quests we are down. Now I can start looking to look at some of the others. What is that one that's floating over my head? Is this charge? Is this healing? This could be healing. Gathering healing. How exciting. But yeah, there we go. So we'll carry on working through those challenges and the quests, challenges, whatever you want to call it. And we shall go from there. And we shall now say goodbye. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and we shall see you in the next one. Take care for now.